Listen, I am here to tell you a story about, you can call it scary story, but it's about the subject of stars. Do you know that stars are almost like people? They go by their days, months, years, until they eventually pop in a flash. All these stars that we see in the sky are already dead. Imagine it's them looking at us. Imagine a star with eyes so wide, its eyelashes so long, with an iris that has nothing but indifference to us. To it makes the see dinosaurs, or it can even see worse. It can see the end of all humanity. That's a scary thing, but it's only fair. It's the way of life. There are monsters, victims, demons, and angels. Maybe even gods. But that's still another time. Around this campfire, I will tell you of a large, hulking beast that came from the heavens. It had a siren for a head. I'm sure you know of the creature. One day, I was walking through the woods, like here today, not doing nothing special, just doing your daily stroll with a DC Marvel Comics, not Marvel Comics, silly me, with a DC comic in my hand. Well, it doesn't hurt to go read it in the dark. That is when I heard footsteps, and it told me that it was a siren that she blared some old commercial, or even, but then it kept switching. It was this commercial about ice cream, and then it then switched to a warning siren that you hear in the event of a natural disaster. And then say I was pretty startled. I am not a ghost or any other supernatural entity, but that's life. Unfortunately, I am hopefully a human being like the rest of you. I'm getting off track now. This sounds startled me. I was thinking, is there a hurricane coming? A storm? Forest fire? But no. Eventually, I just stopped for a while in order to see what was happening. And that is when I heard large footsteps that even shook the ground. It got closer and closer. Fear ran up through my spine. I felt shivers. It was like someone was holding me and I couldn't move. It was, but then as the footsteps got closer and closer, I felt the leaves of the trees fall, the branches shake at the vibrations of this footsteps. And when I turned around, I saw a hulking creature with no eyes, a siren for a head, its mouth open with drool coming down its moist tongue. It looked at me, and then it switched to a voice that was sinister as a serial killer that wants to know as it was so frightening. All it said was, I got you. Immediately I ran and it charged on me with all four legs. And by the gods, if I then caused it to hold its hinder itself to the trees, I would have been crunched by its molars, its teeth. It was something I haven't seen. It then called out to me, oh Terrence. It was so frightening. But luckily I escaped. Or who knows, this could be a psychic memory left by my dead consciousness. Who knows why right now I could be a ghost, reincarnated, or simply non existent.